Hi guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs. Welcome to the First Division review show. And Cian, we had that manager bounce as usual. Athlone 1, Galway 0. Curtis Byrne with the winner. Paul Doolan be delighted.
Yeah, look, great win for them. I think they needed that badly. If they want to hang around the playoffs, you need to be winning these couple of games. Excellent win, excellent performance. I thought it was. They didn't look like conceding, but whether they were going to score or not was another thing in the game. I thought they did. They got a goal. Paul will be delighted. It's great to see Paul back in the league. He's very successful in this league. He knows how to win leagues. I know it's been a while, 2007, and then he was at Cork for a year or so.
Won the league and a cup with Drogheda, didn't he?
Yeah, so he knows how to win things. I know it's been a long time. A lot has changed. I think this league has changed. I think the players have changed. So be interested to see how he adapts to that. He's been out watching games. It's not like he hasn't been involved. He's been with the Irish setup and all. So it's not like he hasn't coached since 2008 or whatever. He has been around. People seem to forget that. But an excellent win for them. I think one that was needed. And I think, like I said, Galway again. Every time Shell seem to drop points, so do Galway, and that's the problem. I think that's why we're not going to have a title race on our hands here, and I think that's over now. I think Shell's have it. I know Shell's only got a point, but
I don't think anyone else is consistent enough to get enough points every week. This is the problem. Even if Shells lose 2 or 3 matches, I think they're fine, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they have it wrapped up now, especially after this weekend. Galway be kicking themselves, like I said, not only because of their performance, but because Shells dropped points. And, that's the real killer. If Shells won, you probably won't feel half as bad coming out. But, that's the only thing with Galway. Again, I would probably say a draw, fair result.
Yeah, I mean, Galway could have made it potentially 5 points with 7 games to go, and then it's getting a little bit spicy at 5 points, to be honest. But as you say, Shelburne drew 1-1 at home to Bray. Brennan back in the goal, so Farrell's going for Bray. But that's 3 times they've met this season, Cian. They've all been draws. Like, Bray, apart from Shells, have actually been the hardest team to beat this season.
Yeah, look, Bray have been really good in this game. When I watched this game yesterday morning, I didn't know the score, and definitely a game that we enjoyed. Shell's going ahead. You think you think that's it, it's over then. But Bray found a way back into the game. They got their second wave, and a nice finish, 1-1. Great result for Bray. Keeps them ticking for next week now. Build it up with a win. And you're starting to look now, and they're starting to see Bray creeping up the table very well. And they could make a push for that second spot. I know it makes no difference really, but could they get second? The higher you finish, you play the lowest team in the league. I don't think it means anything, but it might be a bit of an advantage.
Bear in mind they haven't had Shaw or young Darrell Lynch actually this season either, so I think that might have turned some of their draws into victories as well. But if you were telling me now which one team do you fancy to come out of the playoffs, I think I'm saying Bray because they're so hard to beat.
Yeah, look, they're hard to beat. They're definitely going to learn from last year, and that's going to be a big one for them. But it's tough. Anyone can beat anyone that division. Like you're saying, Longford last season.
Absolutely.
Probably scraped into the playoffs towards the end of it, and then just put a great bit of work in and got themselves up. So, I think anyone can do it. And you're probably looking at. I'm not going to say Dundalk, but you're probably looking at Finn Harps. You're probably looking at maybe Waterford. Who knows? Drogheda. Are they a little bit out? You don't know.
You'd fancy all them, wouldn't you?
So I would say these 3 sides, and then you're looking and you're saying, can we put it up against them? I've no doubt they can. But it's going to be tough for any team to come out of that division.
Yeah, still a long way to go, I suppose, as well. Treaty won, Wexford won. Robinson again with his 8th of the season. Treaty, McSweeney scoring late on. It was almost their third defeat in a row. I suppose, Cian, they've been brilliant this season, Treaty, but you just feel if anyone is to drop out of the playoffs, out of Galway, UCD, Bray and Treaty, it's probably Treaty. But that said, they still have an 8-point gap, and I feel confident enough that they'll do enough. Do you?
Yeah, I think they'll do enough.
Treaty and the fans, since the fans are back in, it's not going as well for Treaty.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. Look, I've no doubt they'll get that first home win in front of the fans very soon. It's only a matter of time. And no team wants to go and play Treaty on Market Fields for their playoffs. So, I'd like to see them stay in the playoffs. And who knows? Could we see Treaty in the Premier Division next year? We just don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it'd be some story. Wexford will be disappointed, but at the same time, 4 points in 2 games. It does look, I know, they're bottom of the league at 9 points, but it represents, you have to look at improvements. And, to go to Treaty and almost win, still a decent result for them, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, an excellent result. I think they're really pushing now, and they're really getting a good basis there for next season. Hold on to what they have, add a bit more quality. I think they'll be, they find themselves in and around where Cove are now, probably just in and around outside the playoffs, and I think it'd be a lot tighter next year in terms of Wexford, and especially like probably Longford coming back down probably, and it's going to be a very competitive first division next season.
Absolutely. Finished Cabinteely 2, Cork City 2, Murphy and Byrne with the goals for Cork, McPhillips and Feeney with late goals for Cabell. Cabell will be delighted to get out of jail here, I think, because we've talked about them the last few weeks, and this showed a bit of fight there, I guess.
Yeah, definitely showed a great bit of fight. I was only praising Cork, and then they go and do this 2-0 up. You'd be kicking yourself. You really will. They're in a great run of form, though.
Yeah, especially that reason. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a great run of form. That 2-0 would have set them up nicely for next week. Now, I still think they're still in a fantastic position next week. Coming to play Pats, probably the best position they've been in about 2 years.
Yeah.
Momentum wise, now I know who you're playing is not, what I mean, stuff like that. I know they're in the first division, but a bit of momentum. It doesn't matter who you're playing or who you're beating. If you're winning,
they've done well as well at Turner's Cross, unlike Treaty, really, with the fans, if you know what I mean. And the fans would really turn out for a big cup game like that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to the game next week. But in this game, Cabinteely coming back. I didn't see it at 2-0. They found it in them. They got it back. They got a great point, and I think that point probably sums up Cabinteely. They were shocking first half, and then 2-0 down, and then they get themselves back into it with great performances. They probably could have nicked it. You never know.
Yeah, well done, Cabinteely. We don't say that too often, do we? Finished Cove 0, UCD 2 on the Saturday night, wasn't it? Verdon with a penalty and Lennon with the winner there. And UCD now are actually up the third in the table, but 8 points clear of the playoffs. They're looking handy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking good. I didn't see the game. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But look, fantastic. Fantastic result. Cove's always a hard place to go. And, come out there with a 2-0. Comfortable enough win, 8 points in the playoffs. So I think that'd be enough.
Yeah, they're another team. They're going to be a serious threat in the playoff. But it's the football they play, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like it's almost cliched, isn't it? But they do play. They always play or try to play good football. And it means a lot of the time that they can be a bit ropey at the back for the style of play they play. But it's always entertaining, isn't it?
Yeah, look, they're great to watch. Anyone that has any doubts about the quality and the technical players here in this league, go and watch UCD, because I think if them players can do it, anyone can do it. And they're brought up that way, the way they play at the college, and it's excellent. And it'd be nice to see them go on a little run, and not necessarily up to the Premier. I'm not a big fan of UCD in the Premier Division. Look, I don't mean that. Absolutely amazing people involved in that club, a couple of supporters, stuff like that. Amazing people. Can't meet a better bunch. But, in terms of adding quality, I'd much rather play a Treaty, a Galway, a Shells, a Bray, more so than a UCD. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see. But look, they definitely, if they come up, they deserve it 100%.
Brilliant. Look, guys, we'll leave it there. Please subscribe, hit your bell notification button, and let us know what you think of the results over the weekend. The comments, fantastic stuff, Kino.
Good.